Hi guys, so I'm gonna read Fantastic Four number 22. So the Mole Man reappears as the villain after he was in the first issue. Now he's back. So celebrate with us the return of the first supervillain the FF ever faced. See how the Mole Man is presented now in the new, much talked about Marvel Manor. That said thing, just come a little farther. Hold it! That wall is radioactive! If you touch it, you're doomed! In a mysterious dungeon, far below Earth's surface, a fearful fate awaits the Fantastic Four. Proudest achievement of the mighty Marvel Group. The fabulous Fantastic Four present the return of the Mole Man, the first foe the Fantastic Four ever faced as a team. Written by Stan Lee, drawn by Jack Kirby, inked by G. Bell, lettered by S. Rosen. You know, Reed, this measuring device to test my invisibility would make the kookiest hat. Hey, Benny boy, here's something you couldn't do if you had twice as many muscles. Nuts, I'm bored. Why do we have to hang around just 'cause our little old mad scientist wants to play footsies with Sue? Just as I thought. You have greater powers of invisibility than you suspect, Sue. The problem is, how do you learn to control those powers? Okay, hon, that's it for today. I've got to study the results of these tests now. I don't feel any different, just a little tired. Hey, what's with the nighty floor? Here, good big buddy, if you're so bored, you can keep busy hopping around while I heat up your tootsies for you. Look out, you clumsy galoot. Keep off my pet corn. You grinning meathead. When you gonna grow up and... Help! I'm burning up! I got a hot foot in the back of my tummy. Just wait, Torchy boy. When I get done with you, you'll be the Blue Cross Poster Boy of the Year. Don't go away, you animated matchstick. I'm gonna give you a little shower, some nice, cool, comfy chemical foam. Know something, Sonny Jim? If I had your disposition, I'd trade myself in for a new model. Just call me Smokey the Bear, hot stuff. Hey, what the? Look out! You almost hit me with that awful stuff. Sue, you've done it. You've created a shield of invisible energy. Well, I'll be hanged. Probably, son, probably. The radiation from my nuclear measuring device must have increased your power, Sue, but your shield is still too thin. Try to create a stronger one, hon. A thicker shield of invisible energy. Concentrate. That's right, you're getting it. Oh, Bree, this is wonderful. Your theory was right. My invisibility is a form of energy, and once I learn to control it, I can turn it into a protective screen. Let's test it out now. Try to break Sue's invisible shield, Ben. Go on, try. This is kid stuff. Step aside, Susie girl. Oh! You dented it. But it means it held. That means Sue's invisibility represents a great source of untapped power. Okay, big sister, step aside. I'm gonna show old Benjamin what I can do against that shield. Hey, it's stronger than I thought. Look how it's resisting my flame. Increase your flame torch. Ain't you even got sense enough to be embarrassed, Junior? Okay, stand back. There, I'm through. But now I've got to stop now. It's too exhausting. This is only the beginning, Sue. I suspect there are still other things you can do that can be done with your power of invisibility, and we're going to find out what they are. But at that moment, a newcomer enters. Reed, look who's here. I hate to bother you fellas, but this is an official call. Come in, what's the trouble? It sure is great the way your electronic sentinel device took a picture of my badge, checked it out, and unlocked the outer door, all in less than 2 seconds. Anyway, I helped to tell you this. But my partner, he's waiting in the car downstairs. My partner and I tossed a coin for who should come up here, and so I lost, and... For Pete's sake, what is it? It's that ICBM you keep on the premises. We've had some complaints that it violates the zoning law for this neighborhood. Oh, is that all? Well, don't worry, I have a permit for the CAA. Come on, I'll show it to you. Oh, that's fine. While you're at it, could I have your autograph for my partner? He saves famous people's names. The last one he got was Pinky Lee's. Ring, ring. What's with all the phones now? Probably a bunch of starlets panting for dates with adorable me. But the thing turns out to be a poor profit for... You heard me. I want to complain about those flares you people shout off at all hours. They frighten my kids. Every time you hit your punching bag, the whole building shakes. If you don't put a stop to it, I'll complain to my landlord. Is this the thing? My cat took one look at you yesterday and ran away from home. What do you intend to do about it? I know that you people keep weapons up there. I'm reporting you to the FBI. I think you're all communist spies, but you won't get away with it. What's going on here? I got a whole caboodle of professional grippers on the line. Hello? Hello? Are you still there? Well, hang on for a minute. I got a little message for you. I hope this ain't gonna be too subtle for everyone to understand nice and easy. I hope you're all still listening, little friends. Holy Hannah, Benjamin. What was that all about? Wrong number. Before Johnny could catch his breath. You there. I'm Pier Piccolino, the world-famous sculptor. Where can I find the Human Torch? Ow, who do you think I am, Grandma Moses? This is the photograph of my greatest masterpiece. It is called Twilight over Hoboken, or that's what it was called. Why, what happened to it? One day you flew past my window, and now, look at it, just look. I blocked my lawyer with you. I'm suing you for a fortune. I can't see why. If you ask me, it looks better now. Suddenly, something impossible happens. Mr. Piccolino, what's going on? We're being jolted right off the floor. This place is haunted. They're floating through the hall, towards the elevator. But how? Up you in. I won't sue. Can't you even take a joke? I saw it, but I still don't believe it. If you weren't standing right there, sis, I swear you had something to do with gulp that. But I did, little brother. I had everything to do with it. Here, I'll show you, as soon as I move this to the other room. Move what? Oh, I forgot, Johnny. You can't see, can you? Gosh, I never thought that you, my very own big sister, would lose her marbles. Holy smoke, you weren't kidding, Susie. You were holding something. It's our tea tray table. That's what rolled those two characters down the hall. But it was invisible. That's what I've been waiting for, Sue. Your third power. Not only can you make yourself invisible, not only can you form invisible shields, but I can also make other things invisible, like that tea table. But you can handle one thing at a time. When you make something else invisible, you get visible. And when you make something visible, you get invisible. Whoa, I'm beginning to sound as nutty as Reed. Know something, Sue? You used to worry because you felt you didn't contribute enough to our little team. Well, I now suspect you're about to become the star member. Let's test my new powers some more. I love it. Where did she go? I can direct my invisibility at only one thing at a time. If I make something else invisible, then I turn visible and... have a heart, baby. We already been through all that. You'll have me saying that in my sleep. Ring, rrr. Hold it, Sue. There's the phone again. Now what? I'll practice it on Ben in the meantime. How's this? Great, sis. Now how much you or will it take to keep him that way? This is great. Now I won't have to shave. Look, Mrs. Forbush, I don't understand how you got this number. But honest, this isn't Sam's delicacy. Look, Reed, I made Ben invisible just as easy as pie. Uh-oh, more visitors. No wonder you have left our alarm system off and the doors unlocked when you walked our brass-buttoned friend to the elevator. You're right, Ben. It was mighty careless of me. Young man, we represent the Women's Canasta and Mahjong Society, and we want you to stop your dangerous experiments. If anything ever goes wrong, you're liable to make this whole neighborhood radioactive. And right in the middle of our annual mahjong tournament. For shame. I don't know what mahjong is. I guess it's like some sort of sport or something. But I tell you what, ladies, why don't you write me a letter? One side, Reedy boy. If those gals wanted to complain to somebody, let them complain to me. Those are all the pieces of equipment I use for my experience with robots. But who joined them together like that? Oh, that voice, I might have known. Run for the hills, girls. Today's meeting is adjourned. Say, this bit about being invisible ain't bad, chum. A guy could get to enjoy it. Sure, Ben, sure. But right now I've got other things on my mind. I'd like to find a new place for us to conduct our larger experiments. Someplace like this. I've got this pamphlet in the mail today. It tells about a small deserted island for sale off the coast of New Jersey. I wonder. You're making me turn invisible again. Don't be greedy again, Ben. Give someone else a chance. Sue, Ben, Johnny, listen. This island sounds perfect. It's for sale, cheap. It's not too far away, and it's big enough for us to store our ICBM and other equipment which people here have been complaining about. Okay, what are we waiting for? Let's go buy us an island. Without rushing a minute, the fabulous foursome rushed to their new amphibious U-car and head for an adventure as strange as any as they ever known. So the U-car was first introduced in Fantastic Four Annual #1. Just think, if we buy an island, we'll own a piece of geography. Yep, that'll really put us on the map. Someday school kids may have to study what principal imports and exports are. Gosh, that'll make them hate us. According to our radar, there's dead land dead ahead. It's the island. Hey, no wonder it's for sale cheap. What do you mean, Ben? The blame thing is surrounded by an impenetrable barrier reef. How do we get onto it? Here, I'll cut the motors and take a look. Torch, see what you can do about the reef, little pal. As for the island, it doesn't look bad. Flame on! Here I go, kiddies. Within seconds, the Human Torch melts down a section of the reef, making a causeway, which his partners can pass over. Okay, partners. Soon as she cools down, she's all yours. Good work, Johnny. Here, Sue, I'll lend you a hand. Eesh, I think I stepped on a jellyfish. Quick, someone get the big brave thing a Band-Aid. Say, who designed this place anyway? Alfred Hitchcock? I'll admit it is eerie looking, but at least we'll have some privacy here. We sure will. Nobody else will be caught dead in a place like this. Reed, I seem to sense the presence of others. Well, this island is supposed to be deserted, but... Never mind that. Look, our U-car. Something's happening to it. It's sinking. Without a moment's hesitation, like a blazing streak, the torch zooms towards the sinking craft. It's not sinking by itself. Something's under the U-car. Something's pulling it down. But in an effort to see beneath the murky surf, the torch carelessly hovers too close to the surface and... I've warned him to be careful of the steam caused by him getting too close to water. The vapors are smothering him. Easy, little pal. I've got you. Good work, Ben. You are steady as a rock. I ain't looking for medals, fella. Just don't drop the kid. I've gotten used to this pest. Minutes later, after Johnny is fully recovered, none of the colorful quartet notices the strange figure who lurks in the shadows, observing their every move. Miles from shore and no blame U-car. We better like this island. We're stuck here, but good. But a few seconds later, look, someone was hiding in the shadows, watching us. Maybe he's responsible for the sinking of our boat. Let's get him. Stay back, you two. He's rushing into the cave. I'll get him, like this. He won't be able to invade my arms. Ugh! He was prepared for me. But how did he make this rock formation in the shape of giant handcuffs fall so accurately? What's the difference how he did it? Boy, if you were being clobbered by a Martian, you'd spend your time wondering how he got to Earth instead of fighting back. You tend to exaggerate, old friend, but thanks for the help all the same. And then, before the startled quartet can make another move, for crying out loud, look who it is! The Mole Man. He's still alive. I'm alive, all right, but no thanks to you, and welcome to my kingdom, the kingdom of Subterranea. My subterranean subjects will do all they can to make you feel welcome. After all, I went to a lot of trouble to lure you here. What with those complaints I had arranged, and the island for sale ad I sent you. And now by the slightest move of a lever, I shall make sure you never escape me again. Look out, we're falling! No wonder you're a leader. It takes a real big brain to know when you're falling, huh? But the colorful combo's speed is checked by a strange column of warm air, which acts like a brake, slowly slowing their descent, and then finally, when they reach the bottom, my dear old Aunt Petunia always told me I'd get in trouble if I wasn't careful of the company I hung around with. I should have listened to her. We landed on some sort of soft netting. Guess he wants us alive for a little longer. We're only safe for the moment. This is all part of some carefully worked out trap. Wonder what the mole man's after. Look, the netting we're on is surrounded by a low wall. Perhaps we can escape by climbing over it. Escape to where? This whole island is under the mole man's control. Our best bet is to wait until... Ben, where are you going? What do you think? This is one jam you can't talk your way out of. I'm going to get over that wall and find me a few heads to knock together. Get back here, you muscle-bound numbskull. This time I'm not amused. Don't you see the wall starting to glow as you approach it? It's radioactive, you lumbering deadhead. Hey, watch your language. You trying to give me a complex or something? Knock off all the wisecracks, all of you. We're in a tight spot, and I'm taking over now. Things must be pretty rugged. Never seen Reed so grim. There's the mole man again, watching us. Trapped on a strange island miles from home, at the mercy of a madman hungry for revenge. How'll we ever get out of this? As you can see, the wall is radioactive, only from the inside, not the outside. Too bad you stopped the brainless thing from destroying himself. And my subjects and I would have relished the sight. You may wonder why I have you trapped here, what my purpose is. Well, all in good time. I enjoy seeing the puzzled look in your cursed faces. When you destroyed my monster isle many months ago, you thought you had destroyed me with it, but you were wrong. Editor's note, Fantastic Four #1, The Mole Man's Secret. You forgot my vast system of underground tunnels. I easily escaped via my under-earth network, built for me by my loyal, blindly obedient, subterranean subjects. And ever since our last encounter, I prepared for this moment, for the supreme instant where would have my revenge. Aided by my subterranean subjects, I have been constructing huge hydraulic platforms under the largest cities on Earth. At the signal from me, these platforms will suddenly transport any or all of those cities down to the Earth's core, and once this has been done, you surfacemen yourselves will finish the job for me. You will destroy yourselves. Just imagine the reaction in any capital when it has learned the largest city no longer exists. It must have been a sneak A-bomb attack. We've got to retaliate. Each side of the Iron Curtain will think the other side is responsible. They won't get away with it. We can hit their cities just as easily. Within a matter of minutes, both sides will have inflicted unimaginable destruction on each other, and then I shall appear and trample over the defeated surfacemen. Fire! And to make my triumph complete, you four who have pledged to defend mankind will witness its destruction, powerless to lift a finger to help. Now, my blindly loyal subterranean serf, bring me the electronic control lever. Once I push this button, both New York and Moscow will vanish from the face of the earth, and World War III will begin. But unseen by the staggering mole man, Sue Storm projects a wave of invisible energy towards the fatal control device, as the fabulous Fantastic Four gird themselves for the fight of their lives. What has happened? I can't touch the button. Something is preventing me. This is impossible. There is nothing there. I will not be thwarted now. I will not. I must smash whatever it is that surrounds my device. All my months of preparation must not be wasted. Nothing shall stop the mole man. Hey, Susie baby, you must have done that. You must have tossed one of those invisible energy walls around that gizmo. Yeah, but we've got to do something else fast. I don't know how long I can hold it. They are against his onslaught. We've never tested the full scope of your power, honey. Can you switch that energy wave and quickly put it around us? But why, Reed? What good will that do? You'll find out, shorty. If old Brainwave says do it, do it. Here goes, Reed. I'll hope this will be what you want. It has to be, Sue dear. If it encases us completely, we'll be able to get over that radioactive wall and attack the Mole Man. Oh, now I dig ya. That's using the old noodle boss, man. We're completely shielded now. I hope I can maintain it. If you can't, you won't have time to apologize, sis. It's now or never. Let's go. Yeah, boy. It's clobbering time. The instant the wall has been safely cleared, Sue drops the invisible shield and the Fantastic Four thunder towards the raging Mole Man. I'll hold these Q-Pie dolls back, Reed. You and Torch grab Big Mouth. Careful, Johnny. He's tugging at that long sash. It must be a control a defense device. He doesn't scare me, Reed. He's licked and he knows it. Think so, you young fool? Just watch. My sash was a signal to open my defensive floor panels. Floor panels, such as the one which is now sucking you down to the bottom with a powerful vacuum blast of air. Flame can't exist in a vacuum. It's going out. Hey, Reedy boy, don't just stand there. Stretch your long paws of yours. Grab me. You're too late. You're too late. The panel slammed shut again. Johnny's trapped. I should have guessed there was a reason, for the panel is on a Mole Man's floor. Run, Sue. Try to make it to his throne. We're sitting ducks if we remain here. But almost before the prophetic words are out of Reed's mouth. Reed, I'm falling too. Don't lose your nerve, kid. Whatever's below, we'll find a way to beat it. Ha, your words are brave ones, Reed Richards. What a pity they were destined to be proven wrong. I see. There is one more foe I am not yet disposed of. I gotta reach him before he pulls that blamed sash of his. I'll try my old Cannonball Express charge. Boy, the Green Bay Packers should see me now. Nuts. I'll never make the Olympic sprint team like this. Look out below. Hey, this isn't so bad. It's like falling into a bed of soft cotton. Maybe the Mole Man's getting kind-hearted in his old age. We'd better get out and... Oh, now I get it. The more I struggle, the deeper down I sink. You can't punch your way out of this cotton. If I don't quit moving, I'll drown in this stuff. But I can't stay here forever. Pretty tricky, Mole Man. But lucky for me, I got a brain, as well as a gorgeous physique. There's gotta be some pipes forcing this soft wadding into place. And once I find them... Aha! Come to Papa. Now I'll just pull him out of the wall like any handsome hero would, and follow the main outlet sort's tunnel to its source. Don't go away, Mole Man. It's almost time for fun and games. And meanwhile, Sue Storm finds herself in a seemingly pleasant, harmless room. A room which is still another one of the psychological traps the Mole Man has set for the Fantastic Four. I am observing every move you make, woman. You have only 30 seconds to find a way out of that room before a cylinder of nerve gas explodes, filling the chamber. 30 seconds, and there's no sign of a door anywhere. In fact, some of the things I do see are only illusions. How can I tell what is real and is imaginary? How can I ever find the way out in 30 seconds? It's no use. I've ripped half the room apart, and still found nothing. And my time is nearly up. But wait, my newly discovered powers. Why couldn't I use one of them? After all, what made me invisible can also make me visible. Or what can be made invisible can also be made visible. I'll sweep a beam of invisible energy around the room. When it hits anything which cannot be seen, such as a hidden door, it will turn visible. There it is. I found it. Now if I can only open it in time. Editor's note: a unique facet of Sue's power is that when she makes something else visible, she becomes invisible and vice versa. Yeah, you said that like 5 times. Luckily, he never expected me to find it. He didn't even bother to lock the exit door. I made it just in time. And just a heartbeat away, the very same nerve gas seeps into the chamber where Reed Richards finds himself imprisoned. The walls are a non-porous plastic composition. I can't find any spaces small enough to squeeze myself through. And yet, some sort of lethal gas is finding its way to me. The Mole Man is fiendishly clever. He expects I'll waste precious minutes looking for an escape opening when none exists. But I'll do the opposite. I'll create my own opening, or else die trying. First I'll roll myself into a hard, tight ball like this. Then, by holding my breath and tensing my muscles, I'll cause my skin to expand, exerting enormous pressure against the walls of the chamber. Can't hold my breath much longer. Choking. I failed. Can't wait. There, I did it. I'm through. Exhausted due to his tremendous effort, the fabulous Mr. Fantastic slumps to the floor for a few moments, as his astounding vitality slowly returns to him. And then, I'm in the Mole Man's main control room. This is an unbelievable stroke of luck for me, if I can just rearrange a few of these circuits. But what of his still-trapped Human Torch? A short distance away he studies the unique trap in which he finds himself. Every time I try to flame on, my flame activates one of those photoelectric cells which extinguishes it before I can really get started. Uh-oh, better flame off again. Now ice sheets are shooting out at me. Now, no, come to think of it, I can turn Mole Man's own trap against him. By letting the ice solidify long enough, I can then shape one of the hardened chunks into a weapon, and now I can shatter the mechanism, which triggers the anti-flame units, like this. Now there's nothing to stop me from flaming on again, but this time it's for keeps. I'll burn my way out of here in no time. At the same time, the mighty thing finds his escape path blocked by hordes of desperate subterraneans. Look, you jokers, I don't want to hurt you because I figure you haven't got brains enough to know what you're doing. But Mama Grimm's not little boy Benjamin ain't gonna be used as a punching bag by anyone, not even an adorable bunch of subterraneans. So watch yourself, kiddies. Here's where I shake you off, and I don't mean maybe. Seconds later, as the defeated creatures go flying in all directions, a thunderous mass of mighty muscle heads for the implacable Mole Man. So you've escaped my cotton room, eh? Well, my ferocious friend, you've heard the expression out of the frying pan. Into the fire! And now that's where you are, you ungainly fool. See how easily I can plunge my domain into darkness. Hey, I can't see! Where the dickens are you? Ow! You forgot that I can function in the dark due to my highly developed radar sense. Although his vision is weak, Mole Man is able to sense things in the dark, as fully explained in FF number 1, the editor. I'll still get you. I'll charge towards the sound of your voice, and then... Hey, what the... But suddenly, lucky you have you have a voice like a foghorn, Ben. I heard you just in time. Wherever you are, reach out your arms. Grab my hand. Hurry, old friend, don't miss. Partner, if you pull this off, I'll take every one of your pink little fingers and kiss them. Seconds later, as bashful Benjamin climbs up a hastily improvised ramp made of Reed Richards' arm. Of course you're not going to hold me to anything I promised while I was under the influence of pure panic, are you? Just keep climbing, pal. You're not getting any lighter, you know. Blast them. Richard saved the lumbering thing, but I'll get them yet. The advantage is still mine in the dark. Too slow, little man. You forgot I can hear the rustle of your stick when you swing it. Whoosh. Thanks, Reedy boy. But I'm up here now, and I'll handle old Moley. I'll keep him swinging till I connect with him. Hey, where in Sam Hill did he go? Can't take a chance of that ape-like brute striking me. I'll try another plan. Where are you, Ben? Oh, there's her hand. Come on down, good old buddy. That hooded weasel's in here somewhere. If we could only find the light switch. Before they find any switches, they'll both be helpless beneath a 10-ton boulder. Hold it, I hear something falling. Ah, it's probably your socks. Pull 'em up and let's get out of here. At that exact microsecond, the Human Torch blazes in. Seeing the danger on the light in the light of his flame, he acts with the speed of thought. Bullseye! Nothing can withstand the force of my low-intensity supernova blast. Didn't expect my flame to light the joint up, did you? Hey, didn't anyone ever teach you it's impolite to leave in the middle of a conversation? Witless youth, laugh while you can. Soon your humor will change to fear. They've escaped my many traps, but the final victory shall still be mine. Once I reach my underground tunnels, nothing that lives can catch me. And now no power on earth can reach me in time to prevent me from sinking the surface cities and starting the next world war. Reed, I've just found our U-car. It's just past this cavern. Quick, we've got to reach it and leave the isle. There's not a second to lose. But what about the Mole Man? He can still sink all of our cities. Some leader you are, chickening it out at the last minute. Phooey. No time to explain. Do as I say. That's an order. Look out, here comes the subterraneans again. You three follow the leader. I'll handle these characters. Hey, look at me. I'm a human battering ram. Wonder if Ed Sullivan could use me on his show. Enough, Ben. Into the U-car. Now, I say. I never seen Reed so tense, so high-strung. It's as though he knows something that he hasn't told us. But what can it be? All right, we're all in? Now give her the gun. Move it, Ben. Let's get out of here. And many leagues below in the main chamber of the Mole Man's subterranean kingdom, there is my control device, with nothing to stop me from activating it now. Goodbye, New York. Goodbye, Moscow. When next I appear on the surface, all of the earth shall be mine. And so the Mole Man depresses the detonate button, little dreaming as he does so that Mr. Fantastic had previously rearranged the main circuit wiring so that nothing sinks beneath the Earth's surface except the Mole Man's Isle itself, destroying all of his complex scientific equipment in one mad, inundating tide of water. So that's why Reedy Boy wanted us to skedaddle off the isle. Old Boss Man fixed it so that Shorty blew up his own island, right off the map. How about that? That's it for now, little friend, but if you can tear yourself away from the Harvard classics, try us again next-ish. There's always the slim chance that you'll enjoy it. So that's the end of this comic. I hope you enjoy this video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.